Hello, I'm Susan Crawford, Silver Spring, Maryland, and Charlie Crawford and I were married for more than 34 years. And it is just such an honor that ACB is um, honoring him with the leadership conference by naming this after him this year. To tell you a little bit about Charlie, those of you who may not know, he was one of the founders of the Blind Leadership Club in Boston that later became the Bay State Council of the Blind. His idea of leadership was bottom up, not top down. And it was bottom up by joining with others to form a community. That's what the Blind Leadership Club was all about. That's what Bay State Council was all about. And then at the commission, he was appointed by Governor Dukakis and later Governor Weld, and worked under Governor Cellucci as well as commissioner in Massachusetts.
Hello, everybody. My name is Pat Sheehan. I am from Silver Spring, Maryland, and right now I am the chapter president of the National Capital Area chapter of the American Council of the Blind of Maryland. And one of the things that I remember about Charlie is his advocacy. Under Charlie's leadership as executive director, he helped define and get the audio description project started, really started under Charlie's watch. Under transportation and under pedestrian safety. He started the pedestrian safety, environmental access areas within ACB. He did a lot with helping to define the truncated domes in the subway system. I think it was Peggy McCarthy who was killed in Boston because she fell over the edge of a platform, and he made sure that subway systems were safe. Intersection designs with audible pedestrian signals was part of what was done in Maryland, and now it's done throughout the United States. And something that we're still working on is the currency issue, which started under Charlie Crawford. So Charlie was able to articulate a vision for the organization. And it's something that we're still carrying through now with our current leaders.
When we were leaving Massachusetts to come down to Maryland, when he was going to become executive director of ACB, there was a farewell party for him. And at the party, about 10 people stepped forward and said, Charlie, we discovered that you've been getting your shoe shined every week at Jimmy's. Jimmy was someone who lived at the Franciscan Mission and had just a little shoe shine shop. And Charlie said, well, yes. And they said, well, someone noticed that you've been giving him $20 every week. And so there's 10 of us who step forward, and we will make sure that Jimmy does not lose any money by you moving to Boston. And that's Charlie's generosity of spirit. I knew he was going to Jimmy's. I had no idea he was giving him $20 a week, but he was just such a generous spirit. And that generosity infected other people. And that is what, that also combines with leadership. Because it's not just, it's leadership by nurturing others and supporting others and mobilizing others to achieve a common goal, a common mission. And that basically, I think, is the mission of ACB. ACB is bottom-up leadership. It's building a community, and it's being generous.
I asked him one time, and I said, Charlie, what are your thoughts about ACB and your participation that you've had at the national, state, and the local level? And he quoted Kennedy by saying, ACB gave him the ability to use the full use of his abilities along lines of excellence. And that was Charlie, always using his total set of skills and using them in an excellent way. So I miss Charlie as a friend, as has been said by many. He was very generous. He cared deeply about promoting what was the best in people. and wanted to make life better for the state of Maryland and for all blind people across the country. This is our chance to carry on his his legacy and to do the best we can to be proud of what we can contribute to make Charlie proud of our efforts and move forward. Thank you.
For ACB to hold this leadership conference and to call it the Charles Crawford Leadership Conference this year, I consider it to be such an honor, and I know Charlie would be delighted, and I feel his presence, and I'm sure many people do at ACB. He cared for everyone, and absolutely everyone, and I just want to say thank you. And I loved him so very much, and I missed him, as I know so many of you do too. And I thank you.